part 2 of the video that we shared yesterday. And first, I'm grateful God to grant me another day to come here. I'm grateful for God to be here because I don't take it for granted that I'm able even to come and broadcast and share some of this wisdom and knowledge that I've gathered. And now I've been a YouTuber for several months, close to a year now, because I started last year being on YouTube. And I've decided to come and share this wisdom. Hopefully, it will assist someone else. Yes, so kindly guys, share the link. Remember to like and subscribe. That is, like it and subscribe. Remember to like and subscribe. It is really important. Really appreciate it. It's like that, live and subscribe. It's really helpful. Hope that the background is not as noisy. But like I'm saying, I'm really grateful to be here, to have a chance to have come and to try and share a little of the wisdom that I've gathered. Content creation is not. It seems like something just to do randomly, but apparently you require the discipline to always do it daily. The thing is simple. Why we need to have a YouTube? Why you need to have a YouTube channel? Yesterday we discussed interesting concepts. Please go visit my video one. I have part one. This is part two. For you to recap, you go visit it and it will really excite you. And today I continue to share interesting contests. First, I greet you, my followers, my fans. Thank you so much for always supporting me and supporting this work. I really appreciate. And I would encourage also all of us, make sure you also support someone. Supporting people is wonderful, and the greatest, remember to subscribe, guys. The greatest support you can give to a YouTuber or someone who is online is to subscribe. That is really key and important, and it usually is very helpful. Yes, the support. So coincidentally, I can share something like yesterday. I was talking about the concept of giving yourself. The more you give, the more you receive. Guess what? Today I happened to go to mass at the Holy Family Basilica in the morning, and guess what happened? Apparently, that was the reading. But I didn't know because I hadn't gone through it yesterday as I was speaking. But what I talked about actually is what was shared, and I can even recap a little bit. The preacher. Who's the deacon shared something very interesting. He said he actually gave an example of like blackjack. In Kikuyu we call it mushege. He said like how does blackjack spread? If you go through like sort of you walk through a plantation, the blackjack tends, especially when you go to a farm, you find this initiating this blackjack. They get out of your body, and then when you go and sit somewhere else, you remove them and throw them. That's how it spreads. You see how interesting it is? That's how it spreads. Meaning, for it to spread, it has to attach to give itself away. It attaches to someone else. Just to give an example of a fruit, and I'll allude to, for example, an apple. In order for this apple seed to spread, it's surrounded by a wonderful fruit. That fruit, once you eat it, then you grow the seeds, and that's how they grow. The concept of giving is really helpful, and it helps all of us a lot. So that is a wonderful knowledge that I learned and it considered in my speech yesterday. Yes. So now again, today I want to speak briefly about so what do you need when you want to if you are to start a YouTube channel now, because I said it why we need a YouTube channel, and yesterday I gave several reasons which are quite strong and I can link up briefly. One is to and actually visit my video, you'll see them. But one is to share your views and opinions. I said we are all very unique. Look at my fingerprint. You see your fingerprints. Nobody has it in the world. Nobody else. It's only you. It's only I. My fingerprint no one else has in the world. That's why you remember even when you traditionally people used to. In fact, I think when you go even for registration, you make sure, like here in Kenya, for example, they take your fingerprints. When somebody unfortunately passes on and they don't know how to identify them. They take fingerprints. When I think you go to prison, they take fingerprints. When you want to have a clearance, we call it an abstract. Here in Kenya, you get they check your fingerprints to check whether they have ever been involved in any crime. So that there's that meaning that every single one of us has something unique in them. And with a YouTube channel, you can share that uniqueness. And it doesn't have to be something very big. And it doesn't have to be perfect. You just start. I remember when I started mine, my dad was the one actually who gave me that vision. He just told me to start. And I remember I started. If you visit my channel, you'll see. I started last year. You go visit my channel, guys, and remember to subscribe. By the way, actually, subscribe and refer to someone else to subscribe. Yes, it is really helpful. I'm looking at the time here. Yes, still on track. So it's really helpful um to subscribe. That is a great support thing you can give. And I'm saying, for example, you saw I saw Speed, that guy, and he's like sort of a celebrity. He has like close to 50 million followers. He came to Kenya. People were crazy over him, and literally he was moving. People were telling, "Who is this ISO Speed?" A young man at 20 years, and he's a YouTuber. Today he is traveling the world. He has influenced. He has transformed the world in the sense that because now he's able to make a difference and he gets resources because you are, for example, I'm hoping and I'm praying and trusting God to get monetized once I hit 1,000 subscribers and I get 4,000 viewership hours. It's possible. I'm working on both of them. My subscribers now, I am at oh my goodness, thank you Jesus, I am at 957 subscribers. That is powerful. Oh, I'm really grateful. Guys, please keep subscribing. Remember to subscribe. I'm aiming at 1,000, but I know we can even hit 2,000, guys. So remember to subscribe. I am shocked. Oh my goodness. Thank you. This is, oh my God. You have no idea how every single subscriber matters. I remember I saw Speed crying when he reached 48 million followers. I am at 957. And I know I remember he was, when he started his passion was gaming. So he would, like, for example, come live as I'm here, and then now just play games, like computer games. You know how they play it. I'm not an expert in it. I know I don't even actually play games, but I'm happy for those people who do it. That and actually now you can guys notice that difference. I'm not a fan of those games. I barely play any games in the computer. I remember when we started computers, rarely would we ever find me on a computer playing this. What I actually do on a computer mostly is I like watching documentaries. I love documentaries, especially the historical facts, autobiographies, political, different biographies really help. And there is this channel. They have not paid me to advertise, but they really it really helps. They really inspire me. Actually, Google will tell you how they are called. Um, it's a guys. I know it's a discretion. We have digressed a little bit from we have diverted a little bit from the key topic, but get this because it's important. The documentaries I like most, they are let me see. Yes, I'm trying to look online to search those documentaries that I like most. I call them oh good, it's Frontline. Frontline docu yes, Frontline documentary. It's called Frontline Documentaries. And actually, the Frontline Documentaries, they're aired by the PBS, Public Broadcasting Station in the US. But they are really powerful and I really demand them. In fact, there's one I would recommend. Even it may not be sort of political something, go look at the it's called um um this actually this documentary of how Trump came to power. Go look at it, you'll be shocked. Like they cover it so well. Like when he started his political career, nobody thought he would even win because he started like people thought it was just a joke. But President Trump was very determined and he just campaigned as controversial as he was, but he still did it anyway. And surprisingly, he won at the end of the day and he directed it. But you go look at the front end documentaries. Those are, I really love those documentaries actually, guys. They talk about Bill Clinton, President Clinton, talking about even President Joe Biden during his when they were seeking the re-election. Okay, all those political, there are political documentaries about wars, and I love those documentaries. I love documentaries a lot, so that really grasps me. But there's people who love, like I said, I suspect started with gaming. I can assure you, I would not, I will never have attracted someone, for example, me, but there are millions of people following him now. I also actually even follow him now. Surprisingly, I am following him. I followed him. A colleague in the office where I work came and told us actually, he's the one who introduced me. He's called Peter. Peter, I know you'll watch here. Utajipata hapo hivyo, utasikia I mentioned you. Thank you for introduce kwa Speed. I remember that day I was ordering, I walked into the office and everybody was ordering, who is Speed, who is Speed, who is Speed? And Peter is the one who sat me down and told me, no, this is a young guy. Das is a YouTuber and everything else. It's important that I tackle these different issues that I'm talking about, trying to justify why we need YouTube. Okay, guys, it's a justification of why we all need YouTube. And if you do not have a YouTube channel, please make sure you have. So why we need a YouTube channel, okay? And I even to me, because I believe there's a talk I had attended, we are told not to address as you. That is exactly just say we need hope, we need, I know I know like how you use the language. Yes, yes, that is it. So like so I repeat and so guys, kindly remember to subscribe. Please subscribe and follow. I would really appreciate the support. Really matters to me. Please subscribe, guys. Remember to subscribe to the channels and support my work. Actually, if it inspires you, subscribe, and if it really inspires you, share with someone else. Still on the topic of why we need a YouTube channel, I've shown you now people have different interests, and I think that I had covered in the initial video, but I decided to recap a little bit so that if you just landed in here in this video, you at least get to follow. However, I would recommend you to go back to video number 1, part 1 of why we need a YouTube channel and get a lot of inspiration from there. I'm pausing to ensure that the message really sinks in. That we really need a YouTube channel, and it is not. It's no longer. I'll put it this way, like something just to do for fun. No. Okay, fine. It's yes, you do it for fun, like anything else. But more importantly, it's also like a platform for information. There are people who are gifted in jokes. I'm not. There are people who are very gifted in jokes. I'm saying um there are people different gifts. There are people who, for example, like sharing the gospel, sharing others like sharing motivational speaking, whatever it is, whatever your career can assure you, you can find an audience here. And the advantage is this, like I said yesterday, it's important to have a second source of income or other source of income. To me, this I am aiming it to be like a source of income for me eventually when it is monetized. But more importantly, I am getting to also have fun as I do this. I like speaking. I like public speaking. I love sharing the knowledge. For example, another random thing that comes just has come to my mind. Do read the scriptures, actually, guys. It's important to read the scriptures, whether you are believer or not. That is an issue, but make sure you read it. Usually, it's really helpful. Um, yeah, like if you read Psalms, you really every day make sure you read just one Psalm or some at least a Psalm. You get connected to God, and then every day before you sleep, or when you wake up, read a chapter of a proverb. That is, and look at the proverb that corresponds to that date. For example, today is the 29, go to chapter 29, because proverb is just chapter 1 to that one. So every day, make sure you just read a proverb chapter that corresponds to that day, and it will give you a lot of wisdom. That's sort of one. And I have actually seen it in a video somewhere. Not sure who posted it, but it's something quite important, and I thought I would share it and help someone. Yes. I welcome your questions, guys. If someone has a question, I welcome it. Yesterday, I had suggested a book that also is supported by Scott Sirak, and I hope guys you go back to that video, you find it. So, a book that really excites me also. So today I want to add an extra now concept. The concept is because we need a YouTube channel. Now, what to do? Okay, fine. Now that I just read that now we really need it, we need a YouTube channel. Then after now telling me then what would you like really require to now start the YouTube channel? First of all, you need it. I said yesterday. Now you need simple things, just internet, all data, a phone that can access internet, mostly a smartphone. That is it. Because actually, videos. Yes, it's wonderful for those who, even my dad is gifted his GoPro, but he started just shooting on the phone, and that's personally what I use now. And slowly by slowly, you start getting ideas. Just shoot if you see something interesting. For example, if you are into sports, attend places where you see them playing sports, and just shoot um, a video, and then go look at it there. In the coming video, I'll discuss and show you how, like, describe how one can now make videos. For example, how now to ensure that your YouTube channel like is now comes to life. That one I'll make sure in part three. Make sure you tune in. Make sure you tune in to part three, and you'll get that information. For now, we're laying bases and we are laying the groundwork. Yes. Yes. I'm shooting this video actually at night. I've been at work during the day. There's a book in Ecclesiastes that work during the day for your living, but when you come back home, don't sleep. Work on the second um, thing. You do not know which you succeed. Let me try and find that verse actually. Yes, actually, I have found it. The verse it's in Ecclesiastes 11:6. Says Ecclesiastes 11:6. Let me try to find the actual verse. Says yes, I found it. Sow your seed in the morning, and at and at evening, let your hearts not be idle, for you do not know which will succeed, whether this or that, or whether both will equally do well. Allow me to repeat this. It's Ecclesiastes 11:6. I said I'm working in the evening, and you saw me evening at some point because literally I've been at work during the day, but I've come in the evening and I've made sure I make an effort at least to invest an hour, hopefully, working on this. And I'm actually working very close to more than one because Mark have been um, thinking and conceptualizing an ideas that I will share here as I was preparing supper and everything else, preparing dinner. I had to think through in my mind, what will I discuss with you guys? Because I really appreciate and I really value you. You're wonderful. You really encourage me, my followers, my subscribers. And even those of you without subscribing, I have no offense. Even those who come and just watch, I love you because you really inspire me a lot. It energizes me to come here and share. Yes. So as I was thinking of this encouragement, this was came to mind, and I think it could also encourage you. It's also like you have always been thinking, I need to start side hustle. I need to start side hustle. This you can. YouTube can be your side hustle. YouTube can literally YouTube. I give you an example. I speed. He started YouTube just going live and playing games. And I remember there's a day he got one subscriber, two subscribers. Today he has 48 million. When he came here, he was even congratulated by the president of the Republic of Kenya. And he was really like a loyalty. He have traveled all over. He went to Egypt. He has gone to goes all the entire Africa. In fact, he has to such an extent that he has changed the perspective of the people in the Europe, especially in America and other foreign countries, like I think European countries, but mostly I've noticed in America, seeing Africa in a different light. Some thought that in Africa we live on trees and we live with lions. That they think I have like a large lion here. Yes, I have lion. Keep quiet. Yes, they think you have lions. We live in the wild, in the bush. You have lions all over flying up and down. But that is not the case. That is not the case. Yes. Yes, my friends. In Africa, and ISO speed is a witness is so how wonderful it is. Very developed. We have a developed countries, and especially in Kenya, guys. If you're not there, I would encourage you to come and visit. You'd love it. And in fact, most countries don't even require visas. You just come in as long as you're not staying for a prolonged stay. We are having a prolonged stay. I think that is why you can check whether they require you to have a visa. But make sure you come and visit. Kenya is a wonderful country. Very, very, very peaceful. People are loving. People are welcoming, approaching a stranger and inquire something they are very willing to do, but also be keen not to go to no, not to go that direction. But what I meant is this: that most people are wonderful. Most people are encouraging. So I'm not saying that you just assume anybody in Kenya you find is good. You go to ghettos and ask somebody there. No, they might steal from you or harm you in any way. Not that I have an issue with people from the ghetto guys. I respect the ghettos. I respect every part of Kenya. But I'm just saying it's good to be cautious if you go to some corners. Even in cities, I'm sure anywhere there's some corners like you should be keen there. But by and large, most people are friendly. Most people are wonderful. Kenya is a beautiful country, and especially I'm seeing the work that's happening in Nairobi. Actually, if you're my friend and you're watching and you're in Kenya and in different city towns, please come and visit Nairobi. You'll be shocked at how wonderful they're doing, like the paving and everything. Yes, I'm not campaigning for anyone. I have no interest in politics or anything. I'm just saying, so don't seem to pay my don't those things that way. Yes. So again, I'll go back to my verse, and I think it's important to read it very well. It's Ecclesiastes 11:6. Sow your seed in the morning, and at evening let your heart not be idle. So morning you're doing, for example, your day work, but at the evening let your heart not be idle. For you do not know which, for you do not know, for you do not know, for you do not know which one will succeed. You see, for you do not know which one will succeed. Yes, guys. Yes. Yes. So you know what I'm saying? For you do not know which one will succeed. Trust me, you do not know which one will succeed. So it's good to be diligent. Yes, be diligent and follow slowly. In fact, I'll repeat that because I think it's very important we get it. Yes, it's important we get it. Yes. Um. So the verse is here. So you sit in the morning, and I'm not just repeating it. So you sit in the morning, and at the evening let your heart know that be idle, for you do not know which will succeed, whether this or that, or whether both will do equally well. It encourages consistent diligent work, growth, life as outcomes, as uncertain and diverse efforts increase success. Um, just wait a little bit. Let's do. I think it goes. Yes, goes well with the readings of today. Yes, so that I had said. Those who sow in tears will see. No, remember this: whoever sows sparingly will also reap sparingly, and whoever sows generously will also reap generously. Something like that. Mm, So yeah, welcome, viewers. I really appreciate. So let's keep supporting our guys. Hmm. Yes. So really, primarily focus on that. Yes. So continue what I was saying. And it's actually quite important. And you can do anything. I'm just proposing. YouTube is not the only thing you can do because we have very many other options you can consider. There are people who do online writing. There are people who have actual businesses like they can go and open a shop. That when they come, they can go to the shop. There are people who have different things. There are people who have reared animals. There are people who are doing farming. I'm just proposing YouTube as an alternative. And trust me, the reason another reason is that you can do it from anywhere. Like you carry your phone. You okay? You may not necessarily because I'm using a ring light. When I had worn my spectacles, you could have seen it. And this is actually I borrowed from my dad. Yes, the YouTuber. And it's good I acknowledge him. Like I said yesterday, he's very unwell. He has unwell. We are praying and trusting God that he gets better. He's, he has been seriously ill and his condition. We are praying God and God is doing miracles and I'm sure he'll recover soon and he'll get back to YouTubing. She's a senior YouTuber. Can't encourage it. I can't mention this enough that she's the one who helped me start and he encouraged me. And I remember I had Lily posted. I had opposed the idea of being on, like, I'm like, no, Mr. I got a camera. I don't like recording myself. I'm like, this is no, 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 I don't want this. But guess what? He encouraged me. I remember I came one evening. We were just sitting with him and he told me, just start. And I asked him, and he did insist this. And he told me, like, when you start, it's good when you like starting as a YouTuber, also look for other people you start together so that you can also support each other mentally and grow together. So when he advised me, I just took a leap of it and started. I remember I just shot a video just literally from speaking to him. I just took my phone and started shooting, and I opened a YouTube channel. He actually showed me how that he showed me how to edit, and that is something I'll cover in the next upcoming part 3 of why we need a YouTube channel. So make sure you guys also tune into that because itamsaidia. Make sure, guys, that you need to into that. Okay, it will really, it will really assist someone, and so it will really inform you very well, and it will come in very handy. Yes. Another thing also want to tackle is actually give you an interesting story. Um, this was also given by my dad. I love referring to him. The He's my mentor. Frederick Dongo is my mentor. He's my dad. He's mentored me a lot. So I can't mention that enough, guys. And he really blesses me. So he gave me this story one day and it really made me laugh. We were with him driving. We were going. What do you call where we were going? Actually, where were we going? Um, I remember we were going up country. So we were driving from Nairobi going up country. That is going to visit, I think, um, to look at one of his farms to check. He was farming. He does. He also occasionally plant trees like as a form of farming. He's good farmer. I think you guys go check his channel, Frederick Dongo channel, and you'll see all these I'm talking about. He has actually you'll see videos of some of the works he does. And I'm marketing him. He hasn't paid me, but I'm really marketing because he marketed me and he brought me to YouTube. You always encourage it. We are also always very excited when you meet your mentor. Thankfully, I stay with him like that, and I'm really proud of it. So this is interesting story. So it tells me about someone who's when you're driving a vehicle, someone sits on the passenger seat. So the driver asks this person, like, okay, I'll first say it in Swahili, then I'll translate it. Not lose not lose that. I don't know. There's something about when something is just said in the Swahili just appears quite intense or even vernacular. Kwani kukwaje? Kwako kukwaje? Akasema kwangu ni kwangu kuko sawa. Then the next thing they hear boom, an accident, like a crash, a fatal crash. But guess what? Do you know? So this is the passenger what he answered was okay. He was asked, "How is your place? No, how is your place?" So he's no. How is your side? Like for example, kwako is. Guys, help me translate that, guys. Kwako is kwako. Yeah. Thank you for David. Speak kwako in Swahili. I'm loving it, guys. Me, I don't know. And just a little think that what the whole day, but I'm really still energized. Yes, I tell you, I'm still so energized. Kwako, I think, how is your place? So he assumed he was being asked about his family, but little did he know he was being asked about the direction because we were, I think, in a corner trying to turn, so this driver couldn't clearly see that side, so he was asking about that side, literally like the traffic from that side. But the guy never knew it was the traffic; he thought it was his place. So the crash happened. Yes. And I asked him, okay, he given me this story and I really laughed. I remember it was okay, fine. I'm not a sadist because it seems someone may have lost their life and it was a fatal crash. But we laughed because of the response he gave again is versus what he was being asked. And my dad had asked him now that actually you can imagine it's like he gave me this story almost 3, 4 years back and I still remember it. Today even before I came to this live, I asked him because I passed by as he was having an early dinner and I asked him no, he had finished his dinner, so he was just relaxing, settling down, and just listening to some gospel music. He really loves gospel music. And he told me something interesting. He said, and I asked him, so what is the lesson from that story? Guess what he told me? That always confirm. Confirm yourself. Yes, you're vast, but confirm. Confirmation is much better. Confirm. For example, I'm suggesting that YouTube is wonderful. Make sure you just confirm. Confirm from some another speaker. Go Google and search from someone else. Yes, somebody may tell you that if you hear something, try and confirm, or at least we call it due diligence. Because there are people who may discourage you from YouTube. Because even, to be honest, even me, share that YouTube was just for Instagram. I remember when I would see my dad on YouTube trying to work on videos doing this, I was wondering what is wrong with him. Today it's now me on the other side. Had I known how wonderful it is, I would probably have joined him earlier. So that's what I'm suggesting to help us that you confirm, no problem. Make sure you confirm. But even as much as you confirm, if you're waiting to like so be perfect, be the best, the ideal time, you'll never have an ideal time to start. Ideal time. I know most YouTube became very useful during the COVID era. Shortly before the COVID era, I recall I was to go to church and I got an inspiration one day when I was in church. I remember on a Sunday, like a preacher really preached so well. That time I was not like sort of not on YouTube. I wasn't on YouTube. So the preacher really preached so passionately. I'm like, oh my goodness, we needed to have immortalized this, like sort of made it last. Like it should always be there. Like I didn't have a reference. Even if I was to tell someone, I would miss it. I'm like, this is so powerful. I wish we had captured it live. So I got an idea and I remember I never suggested it, but it came into mind and I'm like, I need to help this. We need to really like by that time my idea was Facebook, we open like a Facebook so that we can be streaming or a YouTube. I don't even thought of YouTube. I was thinking of a Facebook or something. And that came to mind completely. And I thought I would tell everyone, but I never followed it up. Little did I know that several months from then we would get COVID, there would be lockdown, there would be no church, that you couldn't go physically to church. So you had to just either stay and then streamline online. And I think that is when most people came online. You remember even meetings, that is when we started having Zoom meetings. People initially used to travel across the world, but today now, even you can, at the comfort of your home, you can work. You can even work with people, colleagues at the office at the comfort of your home. You see, you can work even at the comfort of your home. That's due to the technology. Like on YouTube, for example, you can even share, you can even watch live services. And even I remember, even after the churches were reopened, people continued with the YouTube channels. So that is how important it is. You can imagine, had I suggested that time, or had I started mine that time, probably I could be having a million followers. That's okay. We say God's time is the best. So guys, actually remember to subscribe, please. As you watch this, remember to subscribe. Uh, that is a great support you can give me. Subscribe so that we are able to expand and reach more people with words of hope and encouragement. I love to travel. I love to encourage people. I feel and I'm always the sort of a person who likes encouraging someone and telling people that something better is going to happen. People know Back then, people never thought we'd have careers in YouTube. We only thought of physical careers. But guess what? COVID happened, and now we are like, oh, online. Now we have different careers online. So, like I said, in Kikuyu, there's a proverb that says that "Oidarika ritiagaga, ritiagaga, kedu kigunaga, oidarika ritiagaga, kedu kigunaga." Meaning, like in every adversity, there's someone who benefits. I know that's readily. Now, for example, if there is a, I can give an example of like a strike and things get destroyed. Guess who benefits? The contractor. If you destroy the paints, the fundi benefits because you come to fix them and then they get a job. Yes, it's painful for the institution, it's painful for the parents, it's painful for the guardians of the particular students because this. But the contractor, the person who is in charge of repairing, they have enjoyed. They have gotten an opportunity. Yes, that is it. That is it, guys. Yes. Yeah. So forget all those different opportunities, and they're really helpful. Guys, let me just come. Just a moment. I'm coming. Hello guys, so come back, taking a commercial break, which is important. What is happening to my seat? Yes guys, I've taken some photos of commercial break. Now I am back. And thank you guys for subscribing. I really appreciate it. I noticed someone else subscribed. Thank you. Every single subscribe matters. I really appreciate it. Asante sana. Thank you. Thank you so much. You said also supporting whatever it is you're doing also. Yes, I really appreciate it. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. Guys, and remember to share and let us continue to support this work. Trust me, it is really helpful. So, like I was saying, before I left, I was trying to amplify the importance of YouTube. And in fact, I think now, moving forward, what I'll do, I think moving forward now, I'll hopefully, okay, widen my scope of these videos. Yes, that is, yes, the next time I come, hopefully next week now, or even on the weekend, I don't know. When I get an inspiration or get some time, that's when I try and come live. But I also dedicate my time also, like because it's really I value you guys, I value people, my followers, I value people who look at these videos and who at least even visit them. I really value them. So I'll try as much as possible to become live with different topics. And if you have guys any questions, you can actually post or reach out to me. I am available, or you can even type in this because I did comments also. Even on the videos that I've shared before, even on this, when you come and you get an interesting question, you can just type it, even if it's later on, because after I finish the live, I'll make sure I share it, I'll make it public. So make sure you can come and leave a comment of anything that you feel I needed or we needed to have captured, then we will make sure that we will tackle it and we will expound on it more. And interesting enough, like as I had gone up downstairs, um, I had gone for a commercial break. I was actually biting a fruit. Yeah, apparently it takes a lot of energy. Energy needs a lot of energy to deliver the best from you guys, and I love it. I actually love it. It comes from me naturally, and I'm proud of this. And especially I'm honored and privileged that you guys are giving to listen to me. And so I needed to grab some energy. So when I was trying capturing a fruit, I passed by my mom and asked her a simple question that she actually has really honored me with the answer. She gave me an interesting response. You know what she told me? Um, Murega kirodarega kiheto. That is a proverb in Kikuyu. Murega kirodarega kiheto, meaning the one who refuses to be guided. Then when trouble comes, or when they are struggling or suffering, then they can't like, sort of um, detach themselves from the inevitable outcome. Yes, it's actually quite interesting. You could say that, and you know what Kwaito means? It means like when you died, so your arms are like this. When they have to straighten them, you can't do anything. You just can't respond. That means it. That's graphical, at least slightly graphical. But more importantly, what it really means is that when you're guided, when you're being advised on a particular issue and you do not listen, then when you suffer the consequences, then you have no one to blame. But it's important. So that's why I thought I would give some advice on YouTube. It might help someone, or even when you're starting something else. This does not necessarily even apply only on YouTube. I will explain it a little bit. If you want to start something, look for an expert in that area, someone who's done it, and then start. start. Yesterday, in a video, in part one of this video, yesterday, I gave an example like you want to start a business. Just look, keep looking out. Don't only stay online. Keep looking out and see what people are doing. If you notice, people have several businesses. Like if you notice, if you come to an area and notice there are several butcheries, that means butcheries do well. Then when you start an extra one, doesn't mean that it will not. You also equally get customers. I have noticed if you go to town, and I could give an example is here in Nairobi. You go to streets, certain streets, they have a whole street where they're just selling mobile phones. They have another street they are just selling phones, electronics, like TVs, very big, and literally shop after shop after shop. It's an entire. Then you go to another line, they are selling like we call them it's like hardware after hardware after hardware. It's like a whole street. Then you go another whole street clothes, and you ask yourself, how comes they are all here? Why don't you just go and hide somewhere else there so that you can get more customers? But can I surprise you? If you come and join other people when there are so many, for example, there are so many hardwares, you get more customers versus if you go and hide yourself alone in a corner somewhere. And it's interesting. I know it sounds awkward. You're like, so in fact, even if you're doing a business one mwingine amekuja kukua next to you, be happy. That's another example. Like a lady gave us. Remember, she's in our estate. So we were going with my mom to that shop, and when we went there, this lady says that she really prays and hopes someone opens a shop next to her. And we're like, what is wrong with you? And it happened that you're only shop here because it's actually in our estate because we have several entries into this diverse estates, gospel estate. You can actually enter another entrance. And something else, my dad has done a video on our estate where we stay, it's called Spire Estate in Kenyatta Road. Make sure you go, Frederick Dongo, go to his channel, search Spire Estate, and you see what I'm trying to describe. It's very interesting and a very huge estate. So in one of the corners, or in one of the, and guys, remember to subscribe, please. As we talk, guys, remember to subscribe. Yes, please. Yes, I know we are recording and we are talking, and it is wonderful. But guys, please remember to subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. It would be really helpful. So I'm saying, like in the corners of the estate. So this lady had started this shop, and she's like, I really hope someone comes and looks. Then I'm like, what is wrong with you? You're supposed to say like nobody should come here. I'm the only one. I will get all the customers. And she said something that has never left me. She said this: you make more businesses when you are two of you versus when you are one. And I'm like, that also defies logic because I'm like, oh come on, if you are two, you'll divide literally all the customers. And she's like, no. When you're two, people have more faith in the sense that even if I come to this shop and do not get what I want, I'm sure I'll get it in this other next shop. So you get more customers. Yes. And I think it's important to get this notion out there. Those people have some unhealthy competition that is not usually very interesting. Like you hear, you find someone having a talent, you're at work, and you notice a new colleague comes, he joins the team, and they have slightly more talent, and you feel threatened. Trust you me. Embrace them. And when you embrace these other people who come, you will get more experience, and in fact, you'll expound your businesses, you'll expound your career. Like by appreciating talent, you grow. It appears it appears like doesn't seem like it is ordinary, like that is what's supposed to happen, but actually it is. If you appreciate someone, it happens. And I'll give an example of King David. This is, I'll give a baby because those that you can actually understand this. You remember King David, when he was anointed, he never went to compete with Saul. Yet he was literally anointed. He was anointed. He was told, you are the one, like you become a king. Yet there was another king. He did not come to compete. So in fact, I remember even when he killed Goliath, and then they even started shouting, Saul has killed 1,000, David killed 2,000. David never like tried to sort of encourage others to disobey Saul. He never did that. Trust me. To such an extent that even when Saul died, he really mourned his death. And you're like, wait, come on, what is wrong with you? This person was your competitor. This person really hated you. This person was trying to destroy you. This person was like trying to prevent you from getting your leadership or having your prophecy fulfilled. But trust me, no. She did not enjoy. Meaning, and I'll go back to the example of a business. When somebody joins whatever it is you're doing, be happy for them. Because kuna tunasemanga like if a customer is meant to be yours, that customer will be yours. It's like even if an opportunity is meant to be yours, it is always be yours. Nothing can prevent you from getting that opportunity. So even if someone else comes, they trust me, they never picked your opportunity. Ni kama ile the famous adage people say that a child is born with their plate. Meaning we all have our own path. Trust me, and you do not get ahead by destroying other people's paths. And I know it's and that is what is natural. We all want to do that. You're like, and I see it even in the animal kingdom, like one they like we had these cats, we had two pets, like remember like two cats. So when you serve this, the other one starts fighting this other one instead of eating. And you're like, if you concentrate on eating and you because you can't, this portion is quite big. They you see like they fight each other, but apparently then this one comes and eats and doesn't even finish that food. But as humans, we need to think better. So if we get that urge of opposing someone, pause and relax and acknowledge it. And it's normal to oppose people. And actually, and I welcome it's healthy, but don't do it in such a way that you destroy them. If you do not agree with them, it is okay. And you do not have to agree with them. Just let them be. Yes, as long as they're not physically acting you or like stepping on you, and even if they are just was side. Saul was trying even to add David physically, but David would keep his distance. You remember when he threw an axe at him, but through that experience, he had his kingship. David's kingship was blessed for a very long time. In fact, he was even told, you remember when he finally became a king, that his kingdom will last forever. He became the best friend of our God. So that is something interesting we can learn from it. And I have also learned this when observing mama bogas. You know the mama bogas in the market, how they do it. Like they have each have like a heap of. You have a heap of tomatoes. You have a heap of tomatoes. You have a heap of tomatoes, and then you decide to go and buy a heap of tomatoes from a person who is next there, but they have probably rushed out. Do you know what this mamas do? Or the people who work in the market, they literally sell you that other portion and keep the money for that other person. And I'm like, come on, what is wrong with you? You could have told me this person is like, come, I'll sell you mine. But they don't do that. They sell you that other person, even if that person is not there. And and you'll be so shocked that and this person doesn't lack customers. And they go together, and that's like called support. Guys, let us also get that in life naturally. Get that. And I think I'm also speaking to myself in telling us let us get that, and you'll be so surprised. Honor someone who is ahead of you, and you'll sure realize. A colleague at work was told me this is a boss at my work told me that another boss at my work, I'll not mention her name, but she told me she gave me an interesting advice in that sense. She told me that if you honor someone, you'll also rise. No, she actually I don't know if she remembers, but she did mention it. She mentioned it so interestingly. She said two things. She said one, she does not like criticizing people who are senior. And in this she actually because she made actually alluded to the pastors. She doesn't like criticizing pastors and their boss, and that they like obeying and does not like criticizing people who are senior them. An interesting concept that she said and that has really helped me that when you sit back and you work, because it's like we said again another popular saying in like in Kikuyu you say, and I think also in Swahili that when a young boy is on top of a tree and an old man is sitting down, that man sees far from that old man is seeing farther than that boy who is on top of that tree. Yes, and I'm like, wow. I can try to say it in Kuyu language. Mudure karete thio na kunena kuri kiheke mutu iguru. What actually means, I think it's like because the old man has experience. He has seen what that road is. This thing is so ambitious, but that older person has seen that further. That means somebody who is ahead of you. And I'm not even talking about years, because there are people who get promoted earlier, not necessarily even years, but as long as somebody is ahead of you, listen to them and respect them and trust me, you will learn a lot from them in whichever field it is. That does not mean that you do not criticize. That doesn't mean that you do not sort of have an alternative. Of course, it naturally it's good, it's very healthy to also have alternative views to see this, but at the end of the day, always acknowledge that we that it really help all of us. Okay, so alluding to the market thing, that lady who to be, and now I'll go back to the lady I was saying, like at estate, who started a business, and she's like, no, I hope someone else comes, and we are all looking at her shocking and saying, yes, Chukwuemeka, thank you, hello. Thank you, I'm happy for encouragement, thank you, hi. Hi, thank you. Exactly, thank you so much. And I remember, yeah, it's exactly the thing like I was saying that yes, thank you. It's really encouraging me as time. Thank you so much. Um, yes, like I was saying, so Lily said she was really looking for someone to start a business next. Then on further inquiry, apparently that lady had grown. So I got so curious and interested. I said, no, I will have to sort of like ask her, like get a little, learn a little more about her history. And you know what she told me? She has grown up in business from a young age. Like she said, and she was actually driving, and she had opened just a shop, and she had her car parked on there, literally a car, and it's not a very big shop, but she said that she comes in that car and just parks there and just enters business. And she told me that she has grown in business for a long time, and she knows that businesses work better in synergy. Like when you have two or three, and in fact, I think this is also something I said in I think is it in Amos, when two or three are gathered, you're in our midst. You know, when two or three, and in fact, even in Ecclesiastes, there is a verse that says that. Let me try to search it for you guys. There is a verse that says, let me see, Ecclesiastes uh, 3 are better. No, are not, are three not, are not of the Bible verse. Let's try and see. There's a verse that's good. Yes, Ecclesiastes 4:12. Today apparently I'm really referring to Ecclesiastes. It says Ecclesiastes 4:12. Though one may be overpowered, two can defend themselves. A cord of three strands is not quickly broken. No, no. So that highlights the strength for the unity and partnership. Yes, that it highlights the unity for the, it's like I repeated Ecclesiastes 4:12. Go through that book actually, guys. It's really important. Though one may be overpowered, if you're alone, two can defend themselves. A cord of these threads is not quickly broken. And so that alludes to the importance of that essence of unity. Really important, and it works wonders, guys. Yes. So I hope I have been you have been listening to this, and I hope it has helped someone. At least I have shown you the importance of why we need a YouTube channel. So the next, so I think I have finished this series. Not unless there are questions which arise. Thank you so much, Ojukwangi. You have really helped me. Thank you for your wonderful comment. And guys, thank you so much, all of you who even my silent watchers. Guys, remember to subscribe. Please remember to subscribe so we continue supporting each other to grow. And if you have a channel, just make a shout out and then make sure to subscribe also. Let us support each other. Yes. So guys, be blessed abundantly, completely, and I hope to see you soon. And I love you so much. Have a lovely day or evening or noontime, whatever country you are in. Here in Africa, Nairobi, Kenya, it's 10:53, so it's getting a bit late. Yes, but wherever you are, we are proud of you guys. Thank you so much. Let us continue to support each other. Ciao.